shipping business, the items that enter last are the ones you first offload. Do you get it? So that means LIFO can often be used for businesses that deal with shipping, but oftentimes and for examination purposes, LIFO is not, and in many businesses, reality case, they often use the LIFO method. But for knowledge sake, you are still going to do it now, because after all, it's a type of valuation of inventory. So for LIFO, first on June 1, 500 materials were brought in at $2. So that gives us 1,000. Then the next day, 300 materials were bought in at $2.1. That is 600 and I have made a mistake in my calculation here. I have made a mistake, so I'll come back here. Instead of 6,200, this is 620. I'll come back there. So now this is 620. So the addition of this gives us 16,000. Okay, sorry, 1,620 rather. Now in LIFO, when you sell from the last goods or goods that just came in last before you go to the ones that came in earlier. That is LIFO. So now on June 3, 420 materials were sold. So the total here is 800. So 420 materials that were sold must be sold from the goods that came in last first. And if you look at it, the goods that came in last before June 3 was this 300. So that means cost of this 420 is 300 at 2.1 and the remaining 120 from here. So 320 times 2.1, let's do our own working here. Let's say working 2. That's 320 times. Okay, from for this 420 will be 300 first will be taken from here. 300 times 2.1 plus 120 times 2. 300 and 120 gives us the 420. And the value is 300 times 1 is 620. 120 times 2 is 240. 240. So the addition of 240 and this is 860. So 860 is the cost of the 420 goods sold. Working 2. Working 2. The cost is 860. So 1620 minus 860. 1620 minus 860. 1620 minus 860. 760. So that means 760 is the value of goods left, and in quantity 380 is the quantity of goods left. And on June 4, 120 materials were brought in again. 120 materials, so this will become 500 units, and 120 times 2.6, please. At 2.6, 120 times 2.6 times 2.6. 312. So we are brought in, so we have to add it. 312. So 312 plus 760 gives us 1072. So that means the value of June 4, the value of inventory is 1,072. And lastly, goods were sold on June 5. June 5, this is June 4. June 4. On June 5, items were sold by 300. So that means 200 units will be left, similar to what we have here, 200. But the value of the 300 sold, this should be working 3. 300. Let's remember that goods must be sold from the last inventories that came in. Here, 120 materials that came in, we have not exhausted it. It came in a day before. So it will be 120 at 2.6. So we have 180 left. Where do we take the remaining 180? From this 300, remember we used the 300 up here. Now, that means the remaining 180 will be taken from the first batch on June 1. So 180 times 2. So 120 times 2.6, or 180 times 2 is 360. 120 times 2.6 is 312. So 312 plus 360 is 672. So 672 is the cost of units sold here. Yes, 672. 672. So the value of goods at the end of the period is 1072 minus 672. Minus 672, that's 400. Okay, back to the error that I made here before. In LIFO, in FIFO. 500 times 2 is 1000, 300 times 2.1 is 620. 620. And 620 plus 1000 is 1620. So 1620, when we deduct 840, should give us 08 and 7. Okay, should give us 780. 780. Then 780 plus 312 should give us 1092. 1092 minus 622. 1092. Yeah? 475. Now, if you look at the value of closing inventory here, is 475. Using LIFO is 400. That means we will usually get different values when we use different methods for valuation of inventories. Let's take note of that. That is why we must follow the consistency concept of accounting. Any method that is so chosen must always be used for the years to perpetuity, except there is any case and that must be stated in the statements for the stakeholders to know why, if at all there is going to be any change. Now, is the value of cost of sales is 860 plus 672. That will give us cost of goods sold. But for closing inventory using LIFO, it is 400. So lastly, we'll go to AVCO method. AVCO method. In AVCO, the key thing there is anytime goods come in or are bought in, we must find the average value. Every time goods come in, we must find the average value. So when goods are bought in on June 1, 500 at 2. So that is 1000. Again, 300 at 2.1, that's 620. That is 1620. So this is 800. So now the average price here is 1620 divided by 800. 1620 divided by 800. $1620 divided by 800. 2.025 is the average price here. That means if goods are sold at this point, this is the price to be sold at or sold for. And on June 3, this is June 2. On June 3, goods were sold for 420 units are sold, and it must be at this price, 2.025. 2.025 times 420.
850.5.
850.5 is the cost of goods sold here. So 1620 minus 850.5. 1620 minus 850.5.
$769.5.
So at this point we have 380. So 380, the value of 380 is 769.5. Then on June 4, other materials were brought in. June 4, 120 materials are brought in. And I told you every time new materials are brought in, you find the average price, 2.6. 120 times 2.6 is 312. So 312 plus 769.5. Plus 769.5 plus 312. 769.5. Okay.
1074.5.
So this is the value of 500 goods. So 1074.5 divided by 500. 1074.5 divided by 500.
2.149.
2.149 is the average price. So anything that is to be sold next must be at this cost. So and on June 5, 300 goods are sold. So leaving us with 200 units, and it must be at this price here, 149. So 300 times 2.149. 300 times 2.149. 2.149 times 300. 643.8. So now 1074.5 minus that answer, 643.8. 430.7. Now, if we look at it, the value of closing inventory using AVCO is 430.7. Using LIFO is 400. Using FIFO is 475. We will usually get different values of inventory using different methods. However, if we are preparing for exam, A-level exam or undergraduate exams, and if you're doing valuation of inventories, make sure that you emphasize on AVCO and LIFO. And for knowledge sake, make sure that you understand the three. However, if there is any question you have on this topic or any topic, you can put it on the comment section definitely, and immediately there is going to be a response to you. Keep staying safe and have a very good time. Enjoy your stay. I hope to see you the next time. Bye. Thank you.